Hello, my people. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Donna. Thank you so much for joining us today. And for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come and support my channel and love on me. I just love all of you all so very much. Today I have a haul for you, and I know that that's not in the spirit of low buys, which I am officially on. But with that being said, I actually have two entities that I purchased from Ulta and Juvia's Place in this month, and I didn't spend more than $50. And this box is huge, and most of what is in here was free. So we're gonna jump into this. If you all are, regulatory members of my YouTube family here, you know that I am a frequent Ulta shopper and that I had a grip ton of points to spend, and that is where my Ulta spend came from. I used all of my points and ended up getting this giant box of product for less than $30. First, I'm going to talk to you about what I purchased from Juvia's Place. I do not have the boxes. I did go ahead and rotate these into my collection. I've actually used one of them already. But from Juvia's Place, I purchased two palettes and they were like 50% off. And therefore, in essence, got them both for less than $20. The first one was this one. It is the Festival palette by Juvia's Place. It looks like this. I just love Juvia's Place palettes. I think that the artwork on them is like pretty above par. Like, I cannot believe how beautiful the artwork is on every single one of their palettes. And then inside the palette, these crazy awesome colors. This is one of like 4 palettes that I don't own by Juvia's Place. This one was the other one. So there are 2 left from Juvia's Place that I do not own. And neither one of those palettes are palettes that I wish to own. So I will probably not purchase those. But this one is the Tribe palette, obviously by Juvia's Place as well. Beautiful artwork, and this is what the palette looks like inside. I have already used this palette, and I cannot tell you how awesome this palette is enough. This shade right here, looks like a brown in the pan, but when you put it on, it is the most amazing olive green. I just think that these two palettes are pretty stellar, and I'm so glad to have them in my collection and to have picked them up for less than $20 for both of them was pretty fantastic. And that's the one thing I can say about Juvia's Place is that they're constantly running specials, but in addition to that, their palettes are super affordable, and the pans are huge. Huge. I mean, the pan size next to my finger, you guys can see, is they're just huge. They're giant pans. This palette will probably last you a lifetime. So that's what I picked up from Juvia's Place. Like I said, in addition to my Juvia's Place haul, I actually got this from a friend of mine. She picked it up at TJ Maxx for $17. So thank you so much, JC, for picking this up for me. This is the Becca Volcano Goddess palette. This is what the packaging looks like. It is beautiful packaging. I remember there being quite a bit of like hubbub going about this palette because the external of the packaging does not look like the internal of the actual palette. But I got the palette, and while I do agree that to some extent some of these colors are not represented within this palette, this is truly, I mean, it's got a giant mirror on it. This is truly a beautiful palette. Until you see it in person, I just don't think that anything does it justice. This blue is so vibrant. And this this color right here, which is called Lava, is also just such a vibrant copper orange color. Like, I looked at this palette and was like, wow. I'm super glad I didn't pick it up full price because I got it for super cheap. Well, my friend got it for super cheap at TJ Maxx, but I'm glad that I got it because it's not a palette after looking at it. It's not a palette that I would want to miss out on, and I do think it's got some pretty standout shades in it that I don't know that I could find in my collection. Now we're going to get into what I got from Ulta. Alright, so I'm going to start out with what I purchased. And when I say purchased because I had 4,000 points and used all those points on this spend, which means I got almost $300 worth of product for almost free. I spent $28.37, and I'll go ahead and put the screenshot up here so you guys can see that that's fact. $28.37 on this product that is in this box, and there is a lot of it. So the first thing I picked up, first couple things I'll go over together because they kind of go hand in hand. I did get the Urban Decay Brow Blade. It looks like this. And I am really excited to use this. This is a brand new product from Urban Decay, and I am pretty excited about it. I love the fact that there is a pencil on one end and a pen and ink brow on the other end where you could like put your fine lines in for your hairs. I also picked up the Urban Decay Brow Endowed, which is a brow primer and color gel in one, so it's dual ended. This box came pretty beat up, so all these boxes are kind of like frayed. I also got the NYX Professional Precision Brow Pencil. This is one of my favorite brow pencils. I do love it. It has kind of a rectangular end on it. It works really good for filling in the brow, and I got this just in case this is not my cup of tea. I also picked up the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil, and I did pick this one up in the color Espresso. I love their micro brow pencils. They are pretty compensatory to the ABH Brow Wiz, and they're half the price. So if you are an ABH fan, I would say, but tired of paying that price tag for it, I would tell you to try this out if you haven't yet. It's a pretty decent pencil. There is a range of color with the Brow Wiz that's pretty extensive versus the NYX Micro Brow, but I find that I actually kind of like the pigmentation of the Micro Brow better than I like from the Brow Wiz. The next thing I got is this. It is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Liner. It is my all-time favorite high-end liquid liner. The brush on it it's a brush applicator, and the brush on it is just so fine, and it is such a black, beautiful matte liquid eyeliner. When I was struggling with performing a wing on my eye, I found that I was always able to do it with this. There's some weird noises going on. The next thing I got is this. It is the IT Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector. I do have one of these in my project pan, and I just wanted to pick up this while I had the points available to pick it up as a backup to it. So I've got this. It is a pretty spendy product. I wouldn't really necessarily think that you need to pick one up, but I do love it. It's an awesome corrector, so very emollient on the eyes, on the under eyes. I also picked up this. It is the Ofra Meaty Palette. So it has 3 highlights in it. It has Blissful, Pillow Talk, and Rodeo Drive. I do have a full-size Rodeo Drive, but I really wanted Blissful and Pillow Talk So I picked this guy up. This is what these look like. They are stunning in person. I love that it has a mirror on this compact. So nice and tidy and easy to travel with. So I thought that that was pretty amazing to pick up for free. So I'm almost out of foundation, both of my foundations. And one of the foundations that I use every single day, I actually have to get from Sephora, and I will probably be placing that order the beginning of next month. So that'll be part of my March haul. But this is the second I mix foundations. Not because this one's not perfect on its own, and not because my Too Faced Peach Perfect is also not good on its own. I love them both individually, but I also love to combine them. So I always get this one in a shade a little bit lighter than me, and it is Shell. So it's kind of a light skin tone. I don't know if you guys can see the difference there. I always get this one in a little bit lighter shade than what I would typically get a foundation in, and then mix it in with my warm nude in my Too Faced Peach Perfect. Warm nude during the summertime is perfect for me, but during the winter it's just a titch too dark. So I've been mixing in this. This is also a weightless blur foundation that has a little bit of glow to it, and the Peach Perfect is definitely a matte foundation. But I find that they are the perfect combination of foundation for me. So I went ahead and picked up a backup of the Becca Skin Love foundation. BoxyCharm made me fall in love with Laura Geller blushes. So I thought I would get this one. This is the Laura Geller Filter Blush Baked Cheek Color in Illuminating Rose. I love the packaging on this. It's super, super pretty. But this is what I'll take it out of here and show you guys what the blush looks like. I got a blush from Laura Geller in a BoxyCharm not that long ago, and just like totally fell in love with it. This is a little bit different, I think, than that one, but this is what it looks like. I loved that it had different colors to it, so it's kind of a glowy blush, which I have kind of been getting into lately. So I went ahead and picked that up. There's so many cheek products in here. Like, I don't understand why I was so infatuated with cheek products this time around. But here's another one. I got the Morphe 8C Cool Pro Blush Palette. This one, for those of you wondering, is the purples, the purple blushes. I really like a mid-neutral to deep tone blush on my face. For the most part, this is what the packaging looks like. We all know what Morphe packaging looks like, and this is what the blushes are. So there's some good rosy tones in here, but they're mostly like neutral brownie tones and purples. So I loved this palette, and I've been eyeballing it for quite some time. So why not pick it up when I can use points to do so. So I got two Morphe brushes. I've been interested in getting some smaller blending brushes. So I picked up the Tiny Crease Blender brush. This is what it looks like. It's just a really tiny, slender crease blending brush. And I also picked up the Tapered Mini Blender brush. This is what it looks like. I just have been in the mood for, I've been using, so we got a Luxie set in BoxyCharm not that long ago that was minis but full-size handles, and I have been using those so much lately and really enjoying them. So I just decided to pick up a couple more tiny brushes for my eyes, and I feel like I can do better detail work with them. And that's important to me. So the last thing I picked up was this. It is the Morphe 9G Oh My Gorge eyeshadow palette. It's the only eyeshadow palette I picked up in here. And it looks like, this is the outer packaging, it's just a small 9-pan. This has a mirror in it. That is weird. Morphe palettes typically don't come with a mirror, so that's exciting. But this is the palette. I just love these colors. And they're very geared fall looking colors, but I just love these colors. So this is the last thing that I actually spent quote unquote money on, so this is what my points went towards purchasing. And then everything else in this box was actually free gifts with purchase. I thought I would share those with you guys too, because some of them are pretty spectacular. During this whole process, and one of the biggest reasons that I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on it, is that Ulta was having a platinum perk for their platinum members, and of which I am diamond actually, so, but I was still able to get it, and it was if you spent a certain amount of money, you got this makeup bag and all this stuff for free. So I went ahead and attached it to my order. So I thought we would go through this stuff. First of all, I would like to say this is the coolest makeup bag I have seen in a very long time. It is faux leather on one side and like velvet on the other with a cute little puff ball. It is just adorable, and it is full to the brim of product. I'm not really sure that you guys want to see it all, but I'm going to go for it anyways. But first, let's go through what wouldn't fit in this bag. So I got an It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness. I got a Bare Minerals Skinsorials Vital Power Infusion, like just a serum. So I got that. I got a I Do Care Hydrating Sprinkle Wash Off Mask called Cake My Day. That is super cute. That packaging is adorable. I got a Juice Beauty Exfoliating Peel Spray. I don't know what that's all about. That sounds very interesting. We have a chlorine, that's funny, a chlorine floral water makeup remover in this guy, which I have a full size over there, so I'll just dump this into it. I have a Recharge Mask, My Clarins Sleep Mask. That's what that looks like. These are good size little samples here. I got this Better Than Sex mascara, which is not my favorite, but it's still very cool. I got an Ella and Mila nail polish in what appears to be very, very, very pale pink, but that's okay. It's still pretty. And that was what was outside of the bag. Now we're going to talk about what's in this bag. My goodness, you guys, I'm so excited. I got a Kate Somerville Retinol Vitamin C Power Serum. That's awesome. A CoverGirl Lash Blast Amplify Lash Primer. And that is a full size. Very neat. We have a NYX Worth the Hype mascara. I have one of those that I received in the last sample bag. So, ooh, a full-size Lime Crime Diamond Crusher. I do have one Diamond Crusher, but I think it is not in this color. This is Unicorn Queen, and it's very, like, purple. And the one I have currently is, like, white. We have Elemis Peptide 1000 Flower Mask. We have an Ultra Repair First Aid Beauty Replenish Smoothing and Softening Hydrating Serum. I love First Aid Beauty. They've got some great products. This is a DP Hue shampoo and conditioner substitute. It's a color locking technology. That's neat. I'm actually pretty excited for that. If you guys know my channel, you know I don't typically get hyped up over hair care. This is a clean perfume sample. That's pretty. I have a Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 Styling Treatment. Numa New Moisture Instant Fix for your hair. This is a pure, fully charged mascara, maybe? What is this? Yes. Pure, fully charged mascara. That came in this weird tube. I have a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in rose gold. That's one I don't have. That's super exciting, even if it is a sample size. I don't care. I have an e.l.f. lip exfoliator in rose. That is also full size. I have a Diva Curl Build Up Buster serum for your hair. Looks like we have a Rituals Harmonizing Foaming Shower Gel. That's fun. A Pacifica Island Vanilla Roll-On Perfume. This also appears to be full size. That's really very cool. I have a Cara Color Conditioner in Platinum. Wow. I have actually been thinking about Cara Color because the red in my hair, just to keep it, you know, redder longer. I have a Tarte lip paint, and it appears this color is Delish, which is a really pretty color. I have an Anastasia Stick Contour, ooh, in Mink. So that is the color there. I could probably make that work. It looks dark, but I could probably make it work. We have a Dr. Brandt Microderm Abrasion. Just a little tiny sample guy. We have an Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion packet. It appears to have 3 of the primer potions in here. And then last but not least in this, we have a Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder sample in here. So I'm really excited about all of those samples. But in addition to that, I got another IT Cosmetics Better Than Sex mascara. So I have 2 of those. Those will probably go into a giveaway. I got, for buying the IT Cosmetics, the 2 items that I got from there, I got a No Tug waterproof liner, and I got a Confidence in an Eye Cream deluxe sample size. Those came in addition to this giant bag. For buying the Laura Geller blush, I actually got 2 other Laura Geller blushes for free. These were a gift with purchase for, I think, a $25 Laura Geller purchase. I can't remember. But this one is Baked Bronze and Brighten in medium. So this is actually one of her foundations, if I remember correctly. And this is what it looks like. I have not tried her Baked Bronze and Brighten foundations yet, but I have been wanting to, so I'm super excited to have a little sample of that. It seems like a good size sample. And then this is a blush in Tropic Hues. This is actually the blush that came to me from BoxyCharm, so that'll probably go into a giveaway because I do have a full-size version of that. And then, last but not least, in this box, I do have some gifts from NYX for spending the money that I spent on the eyebrow stuff from NYX. So, the free gift from NYX was this cute little lip bag that zips open from the bottom, and inside of it, I have a NYX eye and lip makeup remover that is a pretty, if this is a sample size, it's a great sample size, but I have a feeling it's more like a full-size version. It is 2.8 fluid ounces. I did also get in this bag a full-size NYX lip lingerie, and the color in this is Liply. It looks to be kind of metallic, but that is it. So, you guys, I know that this was not in the spirit of low buy. I went round and round with myself on whether I should count point purchases towards money purchases or not, and ultimately I decided that I had already spent the money that earned me these points, and therefore wouldn't really actually be spending the money, so to speak, over again. So I went ahead and used my points to purchase all these things. A lot of these things are items that I needed to replace in my makeup collection, which will also be the order that I make from Sephora either late this month or next. Those items will be in my March haul. But I spent less than $50 on everything that I just showed you. Everything that I just showed you cost roughly $48-ish total. So I got 4 palettes, I got all these brow products, all these cheek products, all these samples, and I'm just so excited to have spent less than $50 and have this giant amount of new stuff to play with. I'm very much into trying to use what I have right now, and my makeup collection isn't as big as some, but some avenues in my makeup collection are a lot smaller than most, and that is like my brow products and my foundations. I don't go through foundations. I don't try out foundations. My skin is super sensitive, so I find that when I try out a whole bunch of foundations, it leads to catastrophe on my face. So a lot of this stuff was, you know, items that I had to repurchase, but a lot of it just wasn't. I feel really happy about what I've got, and I feel real proud of the fact that I spent less than $50 on all of this. If you guys are unfamiliar with Ulta's rewards programs, you should get familiar, especially if you are a makeup lover and connoisseur. Their rewards program is by far the best, as a consumer, the best rewards program out there. I think that it's just amazing. And the fact that they last year developed a new rewards tier for their customers just shows how much that they really truly love their customers continuing to come and visit them. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it enough that you want to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here in YouTube world. I also hope that you enjoyed this video, or me, enough that you are considering subscribing to my channel. I do upload content 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Sunday, depending on how my work life is going. And I am also very active in the comments section still currently because of my very small, tight-knit group of people that I call family here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching my video. I know that you don't have to, so it warms my heart so very much that you do. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on these products in a couple weeks, let me know. If you are interested in seeing any of these products in action, let me know. I plan on using and deciding on how my thoughts are and getting back to you at minimum in the next couple weeks on that brow blade product, just because it is a brand new product. But let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to, you know, see, watch, or hear about in the future, and I will for sure let you guys know. Thank you guys so very much for joining me again. I know that you don't have to. Warms my heart so very much that you do. And until next time, guys, bye.